Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the UK post-study work visa nightmare and some of the challenges people who are currently on a post-study work visa are experiencing in terms of like trying to get a visa sponsorship role or even getting a job. Really, there's so many things that people are facing while on a post-study work visa, which I think, we've talked about some of those challenges a whole lot, and it looks like people are still making the same mistake over and over again. And for those who have followed my channel for a while, I do like a one-to-one session for a couple of people who needs some level of clarity, advice on how to go around, their immigration status or their stay back in the UK. And for some that, the advice they need goes beyond just advice. They need some help with immigration lawyer. We try to like link them up with, licensed immigration lawyers in the UK so they fight for, whatever situation they are on and, help them, be like an intermediary between themselves and the Home Office. And we've gotten lots of testimonials in the last couple of months. And regarding those who are currently on the postal work visa, there's so many people making certain mistakes that, we've really talked a lot about, but the mistake is still recurring. I mean, the same mistake happened to about three people I spoke with between the last month, which is December and January. And I just think it's really important for us to echo and, say more of these things a whole lot to help people make the right decision while they are currently on the post-study work visa. So if you're a student visa or you're a post-study work visa, you know someone who is on any of these two visa categories, then you sure do want them to watch this video. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And by the subscribers, thank you guys for being there. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. One of the major challenges faced by those who are currently on the post-study work visa in the UK is being able to get a job that will eventually sponsor their visa, and get them on a skilled worker visa. And I had a conversation with someone a couple of days ago. I mean, she finished her program, I think, early last year, and she has been on the post-study work visa for the last 1 year, close to 1 year. So meaning she obviously has just 1 year left on the post-study work visa. So a few days ago, not a few days ago, yeah, she had a chat with two different recruiters, and when they mentioned, they were happy with her CV, they were happy with her technical skills, and when they got to the point of conversation around, oh, what visa are you on? What right to work do you have? She then gets, this code response that, oh, sorry, we can't sponsor, and we need someone who has a long-term visa because the contract she was about to get, the contract role was for about 16 months. And because she has just 12 months left on her current visa, they were not willing to give her a contract because they were not sure if she will be able to finish the contract with, the recruiter's client, which is obviously the employer. And this is one of the major challenges those on the post-study work visa are facing. And many of them, have all of the right skill sets, have all of the technical skills. However, because of how short they have, or the short duration they have on their visa, it makes it difficult for them to even land jobs, to even try to like even get into the job market. Then over time, look for a visa sponsorship role. And this is why I tell people who are currently students or those who are looking at getting on the postgraduate visa. See, if you're a student and you want to get into a particular job role, and you need to still learn certain skills, please start learning those skills towards the end of your program so you can push yourself out into the job market as soon as possible. Because I mean, one of my students recently got a job as an insight analyst with one of the one of the companies in London. And she just got on a post-study work visa about 3 months ago, and the job she got was a full-time permanent role. However, we haven't talked about sponsorship with the employer yet. For now, we still just want her to finish up the whole, pre-employment check and start the job. Then she can always send an email to HR to get some clarification or insight to know if there's sponsorship available for that role. Now, the reason she was able to get this role is because she just got on the post-study work visa. She has enough time on the visa. So even if the job doesn't sponsor, she has, relatively about 19 months to work on that role. And within the 19 months, decide if she wants to continue or move to a different job role that will potentially sponsor. And that's why I tell people, please start all of this process as soon as possible. Time waits for no man. And some of the application you're pushing out there, and this is one thing I've discovered, is that it's not necessarily because your application was not good enough. The major challenge could be your visa immigration status. And that's why the approach you're going to push out for applying for jobs if you're in desperate need of visa sponsorship It's different from the approach you're going to push out, the approach that someone who is on a dependent visa would use to push out certain applications. There are some job roles, for example, on civil service jobs, there's some jobs on civil service job, if you are in need of a visa, or you're looking for sponsorship, or you're in a postgraduate visa, you shouldn't even bother applying, because some of those roles will require you to, require them to do a 5-year security check, which you will not be eligible if you are on a visa. I'm going to give you a very, practical instance. Sometime in November, I had a chat with a lady who, got a job with civil service. I think she got a job as a business analyst with civil service, and during the pre-employment check, she actually didn't notice on the advert that there was a part that had to do with 5 year security check. And in my opinion, I think, civil service shouldn't even have called her for an interview in the first place, because they knew, they should have known that she doesn't have the 5 years, track record here in the UK for them to be able to do the security check. So she's on a postgraduate visa. So she applied, she did the first stage interview, she passed, she went to the second stage and then passed the third stage, and she eventually got an offer. So during the pre-employment check, they had a conversation with her. Oh, we're trying to do a 5 year security check, but we discovered that you haven't been resident in the UK for up to 5 years. And that was how she lost, the job offer. And that would have been a massive change in her career, basically. Getting a job as a business analyst in the civil service, you can leverage that opportunity, even though they don't sponsor, you can leverage that opportunity to get into, a job role elsewhere. Now, this is me not saying that there's no opportunity in civil service. I mean, I've got two students that got a job as data analysts within civil service. One got a job with the Ministry of Justice, the other one got a job with HMRC. So the opportunities in civil service jobs, however, you need to make sure that you're reading through the job description for that role, and they are not in need of any 5 year security check before you push out that application. So it's really, really important. And for those who are postgraduate visa, another thing you also need to put in mind is you don't necessarily need to work with recruiters if you're in their need of sponsorship. Now, most recruiters out there, especially for professional jobs, they oftentimes have contract roles, not full-time jobs. You get what I mean? And if you're in need of a full-time jobs, the chances of you getting one with a recruiter is extremely low, not impossible, but very low. So if you're looking for sponsorship, your major focus should be applying for jobs directly with the employer, not with recruiters, if that makes sense. Because most of the recruiters, especially if you look for contract jobs, and yeah, and they have like loads of jobs that you tell you, oh, you have a contract with an employer for 6 months, you have a contract with an employer for 1 year. They have those kind of jobs. So if you need a job, just apply directly to organizations, and if you see a job on Indeed and you can see that it was posted by a recruiter, just look for the organization that has a vacancy. The vacancy would always be on their career page, and apply directly from those organization websites. Now, another thing I've seen most people make is, especially for those on the postgraduate visa, and you're able to penetrate into the market, you're able to get a contract job that pays you good. I mean, I had a conversation with a lady also a few days ago, and she got a job as um, uh, a service designer. So it's more like a UI UX designer role. It was a contract job. I mean, according to her, she was being paid about £250 per day on the job, which is fantastic. But you need to understand that if you're getting that kind of job, obviously there's no way you're going to get sponsored, because that particular role doesn't meet the UK guideline for sponsorship. It is really important to make sure that the first day you start on that job, that should be the same day you start applying for other jobs and permanent role. Now, unlucky for her, she did the job for like 3 months, and the company decided to, lay off all contract workers, and she lost the job. Now, she's back in the job market. She's been searching for a job for the last 3 months, and it seems impossible, or all of her effort seems, not enough, and she hasn't been getting the job, basically. So it's really important to make sure that if you're on a contract job as a post-study work, a visa holder, make sure you're not relaxed. Start applying for job almost immediately to start the current role, because if the job doesn't sponsor and there's no written or legal document to confirm that they will sponsor eventually, please don't get relaxed. Start applying for jobs, because you don't want to be on that professional job, and when your current visa expires, you get stuck, because if your visa expires, the employer would have to let you go, because they can't leave you on the job without a valid visa to work in the United Kingdom. I hope you find this video informative or resource. If you have any questions, state in the comment section. And if you have questions that you be personal that you can share in the comment section, you can click on the link on my bio or on the description of this video to jump on a one-to-one call with me. Then we can have a detailed conversation about how we can help you move from where you are to where you actually do want to be. And if you're coming across the channel for the first time, do want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my 30 subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.